Hi, this is Gail, and today I want to share a devotion called It's Quizzical. Don't be taken captive. I was amazed by a Facebook post about the illogical spelling of the word queue. Now, if you know, queue means that you're waiting in line or waiting for something, people waiting in line, but Q is followed by four letters that are all silent. It means that we have a language sometimes that doesn't make sense. It piqued my interest in Q words, another Q word, quiz. And I discovered an interesting legend. Now, it may not be true, but it's an interesting legend. It says that a man in Dublin made up the meaningless word quiz, and he bet his friend that he could have Dubliners saying it within 48 hours. He hired people to scribble it on walls and doors and windows, and the rest is history. True or not, this legend is possible because human beings are easily misled, especially when we hear something repeated often enough. Joseph Goebbels, the evil head of the Nazi propaganda during World War II, admitted that he could make people believe a complete lie by repeating it often. And a number of studies show that humans are remarkably resistant to changing their minds, even when faced with contradictory evidence. There are many lies scribbled on the walls of our culture. But even more serious are the half-truth lies that are scribbled on the walls of the modern churches. In Galatians 1, 6 through 9, Paul is admonished that Paul is astonished that some of the Christians are being thrown into confusion by people trying to pervert the gospel of Christ. Well, folks, this happens every day to us. So let's, as it says in Colossians 2:8, see to it that no one takes you captive through hollow and deceptive philosophy, which depends on human tradition and elemental spiritual forces of this world rather than on Christ. And I want to encourage you in closing to check out my book, Lies and Disguise. See if it's something that might be valuable to you. I will leave a link in the description where you can go and look at it and find out the reviews for it, find out the names of the chapters and a little bit more about it. And what it does is it helps you to recognize some of these lies that are written on the walls of the church, lies that we need to be able to recognize and refute. God bless.